You need to keep paying your rent to keep a roof over your family's head. And in any home, you need to keep the lights on. But to do all of those things, you need money. And right now, you may not be rolling in enough dough because of the pandemic. But there are programs that are working to help keep you and your family in your home with the lights on. Rent and utility assistance programs are available in Guilford and Forsyth Counties, as well as the cities of Greensboro and Winston-Salem. And we're talking about how you can get that help. So here are our experts from Winston-Salem, Co-Program Manager Shereka Floyd, Director of Forsyth County Department of Social Services, Victor Isler, Community Development Analyst for Greensboro, Caitlin Bowers, and Randal Hoover, the Division Director of the Guilford County Department of Health and Human Services. So they're joining us today to answer your questions and make sure you know everything you need to apply for these programs. To get your questions answered, this is what you need to do. You need to text those questions. The number is on your screen right now, 336-379-5775. This is text only, so please do not call. All right, all programs are now up and running, so we're going to get an update on the numbers and where we are so you can see the broad scope of how many people are being helped. So first and foremost, let's start with the city of Greensboro. So Caitlin, kind of give us an idea of how long you guys have been up and running and what the numbers look like.
Since we launched 3 weeks ago on March 24th, we've received close to 3,000 applications and almost 1,000 submissions.
Okay,
those other 2,000 are pending additional information.
Gotcha. All right. And so there is still more money available so people can get those applications in. So let's go to the next city. So Shereka, Floyd, you're with City of Winston-Salem. Now there is a rental and utilities. We're going to get to that with Victor. But Shereka, you have also a mortgage program specifically that I'm asking about. What are those numbers?
So right now for the mortgage program, we have 1,300 applications that have been started. We have about 900 applications that still have pending documentation. So far, we have 111 people who has applied for the mortgage assistance. So we're just urging everyone to turn in documents and submit required documentation to continue the process.
All right, two more things of numbers that we need to go through. Let's go to Guilford County. So Randal, you guys actually have been up and running longer than anybody else.
Yes, we started our program February 8th, so we're a few months into the process. We've received 817 applications thus far. We've processed 681 of those, with about 136 still in the process of being completed due to information that we need.
Mm-hmm. And more than $1 million spent already.
Yes, just under 1.1 million that we've spent so far.
Okay, and Victor, bring us up to speed on the joint Winston-Salem Forsyth County application process that is for renters only.
So definitely at this point in time, we started on the 5th of April. And at this point in time, we have around 818 applications that have been submitted. However, of course, you know that they're at various stages because documentation has to be attached. And what I will say is the majority of those applications are still in progress and waiting for either the landlords or tenants to complete information. And so we're 2 weeks in, and definitely we are here and available.
Okay, so all of these programs, you will need documentation to make sure that you can apply and have all that documentation there so that you can be approved. But we want to make sure that you know that there is rental assistance with utilities and there is mortgage assistance with the utilities. So Greensboro has its own program for rent and utility assistance as well as mortgage. Winston-Salem Forsyth County has a joint program for rental assistance. There's also one there in Winston-Salem for mortgage assistance. Guilford County has rent and utility assistance. All right, and so we wanted to be able to show you those so you knew who you needed to apply with. And so this is one of our first questions, and this is kind of like how this kind of goes. I applied for assistance in Guilford County. If I get some assistance from the county, can I still apply assistance from the Greensboro Fund? Caitlin?
No, if you received assistance and are eligible for Guilford County, you receive only funds and assistance through Guilford County.
Okay, and so we want to make sure that that's really clear. If you live in the city limits in Greensboro, you can only apply to the Greensboro program. If you live in the county limits there in Guilford County, you can only apply to the county. Now, Randall, this person is asking, what are the thresholds for Guilford County to qualify?
We would need proof of residency to show that you live where you say you're living. For the rental or the utility assistance, a rental statement, lease agreement, utility bills we would need if you're utility assistance, and we need some sort of income verification to show that there's been a financial hardship due to the pandemic.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, but I do want you to know when we come back, we're going to talk about, is there a max amount of money you can receive for help with utilities? Is the money assistance only good for water and power? Does it extend to other things like phone bills? We're going to answer those questions when we come back. We continue to take your text questions. We'll be back in just a minute.